time to be naughty.
Fuck, dude, I just popped in the game and we're already doing this?
It's called fan service, Charriii.
The Legend of Aesir.
Narration.
This is the third time I've had to explain this. Narration is not a bad thing. It's a means to give us information. You know, the amount of times you beg games to give you information only to write it off as narration or exposition is infuriating.
Also, didn't we do this already in the last game?
Yes, but this game is telling a different legend.
Where we only see reality and make it match our rules of the world. Aesir saw through reality, and those visions became our world.
Not quite sure I follow. If what Aesir saw became our world, wouldn't that mean it was already in our world to begin with? And if it became our world, wouldn't it become reality, in which case we can now see it, thus making it match the rules of our world? Seriously, you're just being complicated for the inferno of it, aren't you?
It's best to just not think about these things. There's a lot of things in games that don't make sense when you think about it, such as if Bayonetta's clothes are made from her hair, where does all that jewelry come from? And how is Bayonetta able to use guns strapped to her heels? My point is, Bayonetta 2 is a game that you kinda need to just turn your brain off and enjoy the dumb action. And to be honest, it's why a lot of people like it.
With control of the eyes of the world, the eyes that determine destiny, humans could choose their own paths. They awoke to their own identities.
Hold up. Is there a destiny or can they choose? I understand if they can choose their destiny, but if in your world fate and destiny mean the same thing where it's predetermined, what's the point of giving them a choice? They already have a predetermined destiny to fulfill.
He means exactly what he said. They can choose their own destinies. No one even brought up fate.
Well, at least you're the silent type. The last sage I met spent 20 minutes rambling on and on.
Oh, the irony.
So this is what you were referring to in the previous video. Okay guys, for context and spoilers, the Lumen Sage here is actually a young Baldur. With that out of the way, Baldur was possessed by Lopter then. Here he's more himself, which is getting things done without much talk.
Fuck that, no, I call Boosh. What, does nothing kill this guy? He's more invincible than Jubileus herself!
Calm down, Mr. I need everything to be realistic. He may not be dead, but he is dying. The only reason he isn't dead yet is because of Lopter's possession.
At last, you have fulfilled your promise to me. Fear not, for I am always watching over you.
Wait, but that said present day. What, did he die way after the events of Bayonetta 1?
Yes.
Enzo.
Sinning Enzo.
Do I really have to tell everyone how you grabbed onto my leg sobbing like a schoolboy?
So, what's with the makeover? I mean, don't get me wrong, I love how Bayonetta looks in the game, and I prefer how John looks in this game too, but why? Just cuz?
Who needs a reason to get a haircut and different clothes? Are you seriously that nitpicky?
Forget about it.
That's racist.
No, it's an accurate depiction. You know, the amount of times you've called something racist/sexist only for it not to be makes me wonder if you even know what those words mean.
You always know how to make an entrance, John. A rare sight to see you in the city. Just had something I had to...
Wait, what the hell was the point of catching the presents if you were just gonna throw them on the ground anyway?
To insult Enzo.
Forget about it.
We get it! You're a racist stereotype!
We get it. You can't sin something just once. You have to do it over and over. Honestly, it's both unnecessary and annoying.
And what's this Charriii shit? You're about as sweet as my Nona's grappa, you know that?
Yeah, Nona is spelled with two N's, guys. Nona is either a Roman goddess or the prefix for 9.
Typos are not sins, they're nitpicks.
Some witch with amnesia goes around calling herself a weapon, and it turns out she really got stuck with a kid's nickname.
Thank you, Enzo, for summarizing the plot of the last game. Where would we ever be without you?
You forget that not everyone played the first game. Heck, most people only ever knew about Bayonetta due to her inclusion in Smash Bros., and that was shortly after Bayonetta 2.
Sure, just cause potential car accidents for innocent people.
Jean's an Umbra Witch. What are they gonna do? Jail her?
Just a normal damn jet, please. You hear that? I want one of those. The thing's flying in the air right now. There, that's the one.
He literally hasn't shown you anything, Enzo.
He clearly has, otherwise Enzo wouldn't be complaining.
Oh, come on, man.
You know, this is probably going to show up in Bayonetta 3 as well, so you better get used to it, you softy.
Unbelievable!
Okay, we get it. Unnecessary profanity is only funny under the right circumstance, not when you say it every sentence. Case in point.
True, but most people like Enzo for it. No, seriously, look it up.
Yeah, no, Enzo's dead.
You know what? I've had it with all this you should be dead nonsense. 10 cents every time he does this.
So, how do they explain this in the human world? So much goes down in Purgatorio that I doubt people can just ignore.
They can't explain it, and I doubt they're willing to try without making things worse.
I'm not one for pets who don't listen to their masters.
Why don't we do this more often?
Because that would fundamentally break the game like a twig.
Are you sure it's smart to summon another more powerful demon? Look at how that turned out last time.
Yeah, but it's her only option at the moment. Plus it ends up working, so...
Dead witches get dragged to hell.
Oh, we're doing this again? A little strange, not gonna lie. Again, what's the point of having actual animated cutscenes along with slideshow cutscenes?
Again, it's a way to save money. You're currently working on a game, aren't you? Meaning you know how costly animation is, right?
Something's up. The balance of powers that keep things in check don't feel right, does it?
Wow, you just used do and does in the same sentence. Why not just use one or the other? Both just sounds weird.
You really are that nitpicky. Seriously, how has no one other than me responded to you in 7 years?
You know, she's pretty hot for a dead chick.
Way to make yourself even creepier, Enzo.
Charriii5’s characterization cliche.
She's not dead, Enzo.
She's right, Enzo. You're only really dead after your soul's been completely absorbed into another realm of the Trinity.
And John's wasn't? We literally saw her soul get dragged to hell. How does that not equate to being absorbed?
Because there's still some essence of her soul in her body, as the purple aura indicates.
Enzo, you've got a jet, right?
This fucker has a jet? What's he so bitchy about his car then?
Hey, even if you too own a jet, which I highly doubt, you'd be pretty upset over someone breaking your ride as well.
Man, the plane ain't free, you know. That reminds me, you owe Alex the kid for the charter.
Oh, so you do remember your other properties, Sega? Yeah, why not use them every so often?
They do. I know a lot of people give Sega shit for that, but they have acknowledged their other IPs in recent years. The original Panzer Dragoon and Alex Kidd in Miracle World got remade, House of the Dead and Valkyria Chronicles got new entries in 2018, Sakura Wars got a soft reboot the following year, Yakuza and Super Monkey Ball are still going strong, and Streets of Rage got a new game very recently. See guys, Sega cares about their IPs. Certainly more than Nintendo does, that's for sure.
What? Wait, what? You're joking, right? I can't buy this piece of shit!
Then why do you even own it, you ass?
He doesn't. He rented it.
Maybe. But she told me never to talk to strangers. Stay out of my way or I'll make sure you never get in it again.
Plays with cards and has what's clearly the Millennium Puzzle around his neck? What, did Loki's character design just start off as Yugi?
So just 2 similarities, I repeat, 2 similarities is enough for you to say, this character's a ripoff of another character. That's a stretch so big you'd impress Mr. Fantastic.
Wait! Stop! Before I show you the way, love, you gotta agree to a little condition.
Wow, that is just a terrible English accent, if it's even supposed to be one.
Pretty sure that's just what Loki sounds like, not an accent of any kind.
And what should I call you, love? I mean, man.
Do I look like a man to you?
I mean, you're like, what, 600 years old?
Her point is that she don't look that old, now does she, Mr. Insensitive?
What the hell are you doing? Let go of me!
You're holding on to her, dumbass.
Yes, but she was carrying him to begin with.
Your tricks aren't going to work forever, little one. More tricks, little magician.
Honestly, what was he hoping to do?
Outmaneuver her, probably.
So, our fates and our paths cross once again.
Suddenly Luca.
Charriii points out things on the screen, cliche.
Just because she's there doesn't mean you can... Wait. How come Purgatorio can interfere with the human world, but not vice versa?
Because Purgatorio is on a higher plane of existence than the human world.
Yeah, no, he should be dead.
Again, that is a 10-foot fall at most. Sure, he should have knocked the wind out of himself, but die?
Don't act dumb with me. You know the story better than anyone. The Umbra Witches and the Lumen Sages, two clans that wielded incredible power just 500 years ago.
You know she knows a story, but you're gonna tell it to her anyway?
This is more directed towards the player, in case they didn't play the original game, which, again, not everyone did.
Listen, I heard about John.
From who? Rodon? How the hell did you get here so fast? Rodon?
Luca always finds a way to get his information. It's kind of his thing aside from luck.
Seriously, is Luca bionic? How has he not broken his... everything yet?
Charriii sins the same thing twice, cliche.
Get me to the mountain!
Little one!
Get away from me!
Well, which is it, asshole? Take you to the mountain or get away from you?
Loki knows he needs to get to the mountain, but he also feels like he might hurt her right now. Also, can you not insult everyone in every video you make? It makes you look like an asshole, not Loki. And I know there's going to be at least one person in the comments who's like, but you've insulted him a few times too. Yes, I have, but only when he says something so painfully stupid that I get mad, or he sins something that I myself like. I don't do it all the time for no real reason other than I can.
Hey, you're the pervert staring at Bayonetta's tits all the time. You really need to learn how to talk to a lady.
Said the pot to the kettle. He knows how to talk to a lady, just not how to behave around one.
That's literally what he meant. Are you incapable of understanding what someone means, or do you take pride in being an insufferable idiot?
He's got a point, you know.
Nice mask, mate.
Wait, that's a question? His voice says statement, but the subtitles tell me otherwise.
Typos are not sins. They are nitpicks and nothing else.
You!
Oh, so he's the love child of Yugimoto and Merrick Ishtar. Beats my fanfiction.
Charriii makes a pop culture reference that isn't a sin in the game, cliche.
Maybe you've got something you'd like to tell me, love. I'm not a fan of getting wrapped up in domestic disputes.
Trust me, little one. He's not my type.
Do Bayonetta and Loki not possess the ability to speak like normal people? They seem to just speak in cheesy one-liners.
That's just their dynamic. I and many others actually find it pretty fun.
Oh my. You're a Lumen Sage.
Wait, didn't we have this conversation at the beginning of the game? Because Bayonetta hinted at the fact that the beginning of this game took place after the events of the first game, but now she's still confused over this guy being a Lumen Sage, and dear God, I've gone cross-eyed.
For no reason at all. The events of the prologue take place at some point in this game, supposedly after this moment, since Bayonetta is surprised that he's a Lumen Sage.
We interrupt Bayonetta 2 to bring you Sonic Unleashed.
Charriii makes a video game reference.
Oh, of course that's how you give Bayonetta her new power.
Are you really going to cringe at every mature moment in this I feel bears reminding M-rated game?
Listen, I don't remember a thing. Nothing. I don't even know why I'm so damn sure I need to go to that mountain. But I know I have to. It's all I know. Does that make any sense?
Come now, little one. Can't let the girls know you've got a heart.
It's not like that.
If that's all you know, that's all the sense you need. Just believe. That's what I did.
Terrible, terrible advice. Just because it worked for you doesn't mean it won't be a trap for someone else.
The whole reason he asked for Bayonetta's advice is because she was in his position. Sure, you know that Lopter set a trap at the mountain, but the characters do not, because how the hell would they?
I didn't go through all these ridiculous ordeals to just randomly show up in opportune places, you know.
See.
This is the game poking fun at itself. Is that really a bad thing?
But seriously, dude, how'd you get here? Bayonetta and Loki, even with their powers, had to go through some pretty rough shit to get here.
If I had to say Luca always finds a way one more time, I'm gonna lose it.
A struggle caused the trinity of realities to be split into 3 realms: light, darkness, and chaos. Obviously, our world was the one born from chaos. The 3 worlds all needed rulers, most of all ours. And the one that ruled the chaos became known as Aesir.
We literally already heard the story at the beginning of the game. Kinda makes that opening sequence a bit pointless, yeah?
Well, to be fair, the first game did something similar, and you didn't sin it for that, so why should this game get punished for it?
The inheritors of the Eyes of Aesir had been granted the power of creation.
The eyes.
That's right. The eyes of the world. Controlled by a Lumen Sage and Umbra Witch.
So, how would one ever find out about this legend? People barely know about the legend of the Lumen Sages and Umbra Witches, and this goes beyond that.
There are people who research the Lumen Sages and Umbra Witches, like Luca's father, so they would try to find out information beyond that as well.
How do you find these things?
I've done my homework.
That answers nothing. The only one that even knew about any of this was your father, and his investigations kind of ended at the Lumen Sages.
So, this game reveals his father did more research.
Why am I the only one sucking the drink? Where are we?
Further from the mountain than we started, that's for sure.
Hey, Bayo, remember that thing you did early on when you grew wings and started flying? Yeah, why don't you do that again?
Like I said, that would break the game. Be honest, you're one of those people that wants every single game to have an easy mode regardless of any resulting repercussions, aren't you?
I can't just leave you at the shutter gate after your sob story, love. Besides, who's gonna save you if our stalker decides to show up again?
Herself? You've kind of done fuck all, dude. Sure, the Remembrance of Time stuff has been important, but I'm sure Bayonetta doesn't need you. In fact, if anything, you're a liability. If you weren't around, this would be a breeze. Hell, Luca, a human with a grappling hook, has been able to keep up with you guys.
Charriii answers himself, cliché.
Just remembered.
What the fuck was that?
Him remembering something?
Oh, not this shit again.
Get good, rookie.
What are you on about, love? You should be happy I helped you this long.
Again, didn't help all that much. You caused shit, you fixed shit. Shit probably wouldn't have happened if you weren't around to begin with. Not to mention, we've been saving your ass and helping you a lot more than you've helped us.
Charriii sins the same thing twice, cliché.
Oh, wait. I'm the one you've been trying to kill this whole time?
No shit. I mean, I can see why you'd think they'd be going after Bayonetta, but this whole time the angels have been following you, the Sovereign One. In fact, they said many times that Bayonetta was interfering.
Except the angels are trying to capture him, and the Lumen Sage is trying to kill him. Why would he think those two are connected?
Umbra Witch. Is that the limit of your power?
Ugh, great. I win, but I don't win.
Just like in the Knights video, the villain is being smart and getting the upper hand. That's not a sin.
You are no left eye, but you may still forfeit it, like a lady.
That's sexist.
No, it's really not.
Why, if it ain't Bayonetta, fancy finding a witch like you in a place like this.
Rodin, don't tell me you came here to rescue me, like some kind of knight in shining armor.
If he truly gave a damn, don't you think he would have saved John himself?
He's literally saying that as you're speaking. You can't sin something the game itself recognizes.
Jean, there she is.
Hold up. You're not seriously thinking of getting between a man and his next payday.
What other clients do you have, Rodon? The gates of hell is always lonely, and plus, aren't you like the devil himself? Don't you have carte blanche on everyone's soul in Inferno? Seriously, what are the rules?
Bayonetta is his customer. The demon she defeats is going to get turned into a new weapon for her by him unless the demon gets killed.
Pact? Witches make pacts with different demons? I mean, I guess that makes sense, but why is this never explicitly explained? A lot of things in this world could make such interesting stories if they weren't so implicit.
Because it's not something that needs to be explained. I mean, yeah, it's something that would be need to know, but it's not vital to the overall plot.
We interrupt Bayonetta 2 to bring you Power Rangers.
Charriii makes a pop culture rap.
Oh great, another stripper move dance-off.
Don't worry guys, I locked DT in the closet. I mean, gave him some calm juice beforehand. He's not gonna freak out this time. Anyways, one thing I like about Bayonetta 2 is that it tones down the vulgar stuff significantly. But the stripper dance-off is something that cannot be taken away.
Damn, woman. I thought I told you to chill. You got more important shit to do than dealing with this monstrosity.
How exactly does Rodon not benefit from Bayonetta killing all Raun? Couldn't he just take the corpse or soul or whatever? You're gonna turn her into a weapon anyway, what conditions do you need her to be in?
As the game shows, defeated but not dead.
Jean! Charriii. What do you need? A wake-up kiss or something?
Is sarcasm just Bayonetta's coping mechanism or something? Seriously, that was the turn of a dime.
Charrii's characterization cliche.
Be careful, Charriii. Something big is going to happen to our world.
How the hell would she know? You've been trapped here unconscious, mind you, this whole time.
Not the whole time. She was able to survive a bit before being consumed by Alrune.
I thought I'd f***ed up my business. Gotta hand it to you. This is quality. The perfect palette for an artiste. Now, time to do my dirty.
So that's how that works.
Still doesn't explain why he didn't want you to kill her, considering he wasn't so delicate himself.
Charriii sins the same thing twice, cliche.
Got them all lined up waiting to be saved up. Don't forget about your new toy.
Wait, what? But earlier you said not to get between you and your next payday! We didn't pay you shit!
She'll probably pay him later. Beating up Alrune is considered a down payment.
Damn it, again, what if I haven't purchased Bat Within? If you're gonna use it in a cutscene, you might as well make it a default technique.
That what if is a pretty big if, since in this game, Bat Within is available at the shop right from the start. You have no excuse.
Surrender, or it will be more than your mask that you lose.
Umbro Witch. Or shall I call you Bayonetta?
Does this Baldur not realize that Bayonetta looks like Rosa, or at very least that she could be Cereza?
At this point, Baldur is blinded by his rage and doesn't care.
Well, f*** you too, Bayonetta.
That wasn't directed at you, and you know it.
Did she just finger the mech? Whoa, deja vu.
Charriii points out things on the screen, cliche.
Madama Butterfly went to the Chris Redfield School of Dealing with Boulders.
Ignoring the dumbass reference, I don't think punching a giant rock and headbutting it are the same thing.
And now, if you'll excuse me, my dear,
Again! I win, but I don't!
Aw, what's the matter? Can't handle villains being smart? Then maybe you shouldn't berate them for not being smart.
Keep us safe with this. It's my trump card.
What's it gonna do, build a wall?
Kill me now.
Rosa!
You saw the emblem on his forehead. He's the one you're really after.
What?
Yeah, what? This is why time travel sucks as a mechanic. Where's this time's boulder? It can't be this boulder since this boulder already went through this event. Otherwise, why would he even be chasing Loki in the first place? This boulder was brought to the future by Lopter, but sent back in time to an earlier point by Loki, so there should be another boulder, one that wasn't sent to the future by Lopter. Right?
Wrong. Current Baldur has taken the place of past Baldur. For reference, in Sonic Generations, Sonic fought Perfect Chaos and the Egg Dragoon again. But where were Adventure Sonic and the Werehog in those fights? The current Sonic had taken the place of those Sonics, and the same is happening here.
Baldur! The dimensional portal is opening! We need to get back to my time! Quickly! There's no time! Please take care of Cereza. Our dear sweet child will awaken to her potential. She will awaken to the eyes of the world.
Rosa!
Baldur!
For there to be no time, there is a ton of time.
Apparently, 1 minute equates to a long time. I know a lot of gamers complain about any time over 20 seconds being a long time, but let's be real, it's not long. Gamers are just impatient.
Sanity is a requirement for our life.
John Ex Machina.
A Deus Ex Machina is defined as an unexpected power or event saving a seemingly hopeless situation. By definition, John showing up to help them is not unlikely because she knows what's about to go down and wants to help her friend. By definition, the problem is not immediately resolved either because there's still the final level and final boss to go through.
I do what I choose. Tell me, how do you know my name?
You dense motherfucker. Even if you never met Cereza as an adult, do you not remember what your own wife/lover looked like? Seriously, 2 and 2 is 4, man.
That would only work if Bayonetta was Rosa, and she very clearly isn't, dum-dum. Seriously, did you learn nothing from the Bayonetta 1 video?
I have to admit, I like you much better this way, Baldur. You actually shut up and follow directions.
I do what I choose. Tell me, how do you know my name?
It's, just the name I heard that witch, the one you called Rosa, call out to you.
Oh, nice save. You literally pretty much confessed that you know him personally.
No, she didn't. Honestly, in the current situation, that's all she really needs to say.
Wrong one, mate. You should be looking for your better half.
You've got your memories back. Convenient. But you're certainly not looking like my better half.
Yeah, he's looking like your younger half. Why are Loki and Lopter aged differently?
Eyes of the world. What? The other me escaped to the future.
The only thing you have to offer me is your sovereign power. Then you will be truly worthless.
So, wait. Lopter needed Loki's sovereign power, and Lopter allied with the angels and demons to stop Loki from reaching the top of Fimbulventr. Why? Why not assist with unlocking Loki's sovereign power himself?
The angels weren't trying to stop him, they were trying to capture him.
Come now. It is time I receive your power, witch.
Luca Ex Machina.
Do I really need to explain this one? No? Good.
Canilu!
damn it! Every time I fight this guy, no matter the incarnation, I always win but never win!
That's because, unlike you, he's actually being smart. So
shut your damn hole! And don't be a sore loser!
So, what the hell's going on? How do these cards work?
Seriously? Now you're asking the dumbass question on how Loki's cards work? Who needs an explanation for that this late into the game? I do!
Whoa, hold on for a second, kid. What happens to the world if you...
Any good card player is a gambler, right? Either the world will be destroyed, or it will create its own path.
We interrupt Bayonetta 2 to bring you Xenoblade Chronicles. Wait, should I have said that?
Charriii makes a video game ref.
Also, dude, are you sure that that's really worth the gamble? The whole point of coming here was to ensure that the world doesn't get destroyed.
He has no choice right now. Either he takes the chance and hopefully wins, or Lopter kills Bayonetta and wins. A chance at winning is better than no chance at all.
Luckily, Bayonetta and Baldur practiced the dance of summoning Omnet beforehand.
Pretty sure they're just doing their respective dances simultaneously.
So, what's the deal with Omnet? It isn't Jubileus and it isn't Queen Sheba. Is it a fusion? But we killed Jubileus in the first game, didn't we? Is it its own thing? If so, where does it stand as far as deities go?
Omni is obviously a fusion. Baldur has the left eye's power, which enables him to create at least half of Jubileus to fuse with the half of Queen Sheba that Bayonetta summoned.
So, I know I should have asked this earlier, but why does that demon make an audible elephant trumpet? It's not elephant-like. Shouldn't it, like, I don't know, roar?
That's the joke.
You suck, McBain!
You will never see another era trapped inside me.
Oh, the irony.
Oh, like he knows what's going to happen to him.
Baldur! Charriii, listen to me.
You know my name?
Yeah, they kind of gloss over that. One second they make it seem like he doesn't know who she is, the next he's always known. But if he always knew, why would he fight her to begin with? Why wouldn't he explain to Cereza what's going on?
He didn't always know. He figured it out himself after learning the truth.
Cereza, just one time. Call me Daddy.
Once again, I'm not letting Charriii speak here because he's being incredibly insensitive in favor of quite possibly the dumbest sex joke he's made yet.
You don't need the eyes of the world, love. I believe in your kind. You can create whatever future you desire.
Well, that's good, but that's not all the eyes of the world were for. They also signified the balance in the universe. In fact, the world should still be collapsing since the right eye of light doesn't exist in this time anymore, meaning there shouldn't be real free will, right? I mean, if none of that is the case, then why even give any importance to the eyes? They're worthless and wouldn't even merit existing, right?
The eyes exist throughout all of time, meaning past, present, and future. Because of this, everything should be fine.
And I think you can quit treating me like a kid now.
Then I'll call you by your name when I see you again. As a man.
Yeah, still, they never explained why Loki looks so young.
Oh, they did. You just missed it.
What do Bayonetta and John do for money? I doubt halos would count as currency in the human world. Where would people get them? What, does she just steal the fur coats? They cannot be cheap.
There's actually an official art book showing that Bayonetta works as a nun and Jean works as a Christian high school teacher. Now, I know it's an external source, but the question you pose isn't really important to the story.
Any particular reason that pram had a Loki card in it? All the way back in America, no less?
How do you not understand that Loki's hinting to Bayonetta that he's okay? I feel like that should be obvious.
Where is that deadbeat anyway?
No police, nothing. Luke and Rodon get away scot-free.
Y'all see any cops around? Cause I sure don't.
What's the point of this cliffhanger? We already know where this is going. Bayonetta won.
It's to explain why Baldur attacked Bayonetta in the past, even though he should have known who she was. Hey everyone, Tony Sonic here. Thanks for watching the video, and as always, I hope you enjoyed it. Bayonetta 2 is definitely the superior of the two Bayonetta games. And it refined basically everything the original Bayonetta was striving to be. But the fact that it's still gratuitous with a lot of its M-rated shenanigans does slightly prevent me from enjoying it more than, say, No More Heroes or even Devil May Cry. Still, well, it's a good time to go to on occasion. And by the way, Platinum, where is Bayonetta 3? You teased us back in 2017. Who do you guys think you are? Square Enix? Any case, just a little update for my channel. You may notice that every so often I do a different type of video. I review everything wrongness I make. Well, the same is true for this time, except don't expect one until the week after next week. See, I have a lot of games on my back burner that I need to get around to finishing, some of which are probably vital to the next video I'm going to make. But so just a little heads up there. That out of the way, thanks for watching, you know the drill, and I'll see you all in maybe a couple weeks. Bye-bye.